stop eating in those calorie deficits and learn to eat at your maintenance calories and still reach your goals and stay lean. And I guess a lot of that is just understanding what maintenance calories really is. And a lot of times we sit in a deficit for so long just to get that fat loss goal, but we forget that we have to go someplace else. So if you sit in that fat loss for too long, you can lower metabolism. So what you really need to do is once you've reached your goal, we need to follow a reverse diet to a T. And what that really does is help you increase calories, improve your recovery and your metabolism as you kind of inch up toward your maintenance level calories. So in summary, and a lot of people are afraid to do this because they're afraid of gaining weight, but we're slowly increasing calories, which means we're just slowly increasing the portion sizes of the foods that you're already eating. We're also in turn reducing calories, and we're focusing on strength training. So our metabolism can repair, and it's going to give it time to adjust to these adjustments of less cardio and eating more food. So what's really important with reverse dieting or the reverse plan is that we have to be able to live a sustainable life. And we're trying to get our bodies to adapt to a little bit more food. And this is really difficult for women and also for competitors, anybody that's been competing to try and increase their calories and get to a sustainable level. But it's really essential we do this to stay healthy. So when you're eating at maintenance, this is the caloric intake that is required for you to maintain your body weight. So you might also hear us refer to that as your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. And this total amount is made up of your basic metabolic rate, your NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, and there's also your TEF, your thermogenic effect of feeding, and then your physical activity level, which is also known as POW. So that all makes up your maintenance level calories. And it's important that you keep in mind that, your maintenance level calories is not a set number, and it's a caloric range of somewhere between 200 to 300 calories of where you would actually need to eat to maintain the weight that you're at. And there's a ton of different formulas out there. You can research them on the internet, or we can do the old school way of how to actually determine your maintenance, based on your height and your weight and the calories that you're consuming. But keep in mind, these are estimated numbers, and it's a good base starting point, and it's a predicted maintenance for you to work with to see where you can level off and still maintain your goals and recover as well while having a thriving metabolism. So those are important factors, that you need to consider. And, if you've been eating at maintenance and you find that you're no longer gaining any weight, you're feeling satiated, you have a good, fuel to back those workouts in the gym, then you can either stay where you are or you can continue to raise those calories. And remember, muscle is only built while you're in your maintenance calorie levels or in a surplus. So we want to get you to that point where you're feeling comfortable, satiated, and you're still having minimum fat gain overall. So really think about what that equation is, and you're going to need this with the guidance of someone, obviously with a coach or a personal trainer or someone that's very well versed and understanding nutritional periodization and the different caloric levels and where you are during each of those phases. Now, before I finish up, I really want to go over the benefits of eating at maintenance calories because, we have been ingrained to think we have to eat in a deficit, and that only makes us lose our libido, feel less satiated, brain fog, lose our hair, no energy, and it's not a way to live. Okay, so we have to get off the yo-yo dieting, focus on building up our metabolism and eating toward our maintenance. And when we do that, we're reversing, one of the biggest benefits is we are reversing what is known as metabolic adaptations. And most people, will say that's a plateau. So basically a metabolic adaptation is really when your metabolic or your metabolism is slow or you feel like it's stalled. And some of those signs are your reduced ability to lose body fat, reduced leptin levels, which is your satiety hormone, and your increased ghrelin levels, which is your hunger hormone, and it really down regulates your thyroid function and your sex hormones, as I mentioned. So your reduced NEAT and your overall energy really kind of plays an important fact in this. But by spending more time in your maintenance levels, you're going to reverse all of that, and you're going to be able to maximize on your metabolic capacity, and in turn maximize on, eating at greater caloric levels, but then maximize on your next fat loss phase or your cutting levels. You'll be able to respond so much better. And I think that's what people fail to realize. So you'll avoid those plateaus, and you'll come around even better the next time you go into a cutting phase. You're also going to feel better, and you're going to have a mental break, right? Because with that mental break, you're going to have increased, brain kind of energy, and your improved performance in the gym, as well as libido, and you're just going to overall feel better with your mood. And this is the time where you're recovering. You need to recover. Your muscles need to recover. Your gut needs to recover, and you need to be at a steady state in order for your metabolism to function properly before your next cutting phase. So remember that you don't have to live in a deficit. That is the old school way of, getting to your goal. And it just leads to a poor relationship with food and you going through that yo-yo diet cycling. So what you want to do is learn to reverse and eat toward maintenance and learn how to keep lean year round. So if you find this helpful, make sure you subscribe or give me a follow so that you can learn more on the next